Good day. This is Jody Shirami. It is Friday. This is the weekly astrology report at astropod_cast. Today is Friday the 14th. We are coming out of the week of the Super Leo new moon. And today, this Friday, there's no big aspects happening. The moon is void, not making any aspects, so it's a great day to relax. Then tomorrow on Saturday, Leo Mercury will be conjuncting Jupiter at 10 degrees, and it's going to be a type of grateful love for life feeling and how blessed we are to be alive at this time, to see the biggest dramatic history ever, and having the chance to help reshape humanity's future so we can feel like one and all at once. That's a nice feeling, right? And then on Sunday, the 16th, the Libra moon conjuncts Venus, opposes Aries Neptune and Saturn. And this is shocking emotional dreams and reality coming to light. A square from Cancer Mars to Saturn in Aries makes for an urgent timeline with Jupiter here as well, sextiling from Leo, pushing for instantaneous desires to be discovered. Ooh. So the dreams of a lifetime can play out in real time here with this transit and truly will make them seem so achievable through faith. Faith is a consistent belief in something that isn't seen, touched, or heard. Spirit may be understood and body as a vessel. So a baby is a living proof of faith in the unseen spirit within all living. We are all connected. Then on Monday the 16th, the Scorpio moon will be opposing retrograde Taurus Chiron, bringing messages of eating healthy, organic, paying attention to our food, being grateful for our food, not taking it for granted, because we have been taking Gaia for advantage, taking advantage of Gaia, not really respecting nature properly, and we can see that we could be heading towards a famine here. And abundance can lead to increased consumption for emotional comfort or lack of awareness. Overwhelming intense energy may cause confusion and lack of focus. Take time to be in nature. And the pair here, the 17th and the 18th. On the 18th, the Leo Sun is going to trine Aries and bring abundant energy to react to external circumstances, leading to public displays. Combined with Monday's tremendous loud energy, today, on the 18th, may be a great day to stay safe and be aware of surroundings. 17th and 18th have some serious volatile energy that the astrologers are saying just beware these days of your own emotional reactions to things. Then on August 19th, another quiet day like today, the 14th, with no transits, allowing again for continued peaceful day. So have peace. We are really needing these breaks that the universe is giving us right now. And then on the 20th, Sagittarius moon opposes retrograde Gemini Uranus, bringing surprises to the emotional realm with trines to Aries Neptune and Libra Venus, activating air elements of communications, creativity, spontaneity to push for actionable dreams. Heightened air energy here brings quick thoughts, anxiety, and impatience as the weather can change in an instant. So on the 20th, some extra volatile energy coming back in again, and here we are really being careful that day. The temperature is going to be extra hot as well as our tempers. So we really need to be careful today because of those wildfires that have been going on everywhere. And then, let's see, we are done for the week. And then next Saturday is the 22nd. And I will come back and talk about that. That's kind of a big day in terms of it's the master builder number, 22. So there's a couple things happening there next week that we need to discuss. Okay, so I will see you on this weekly podcast next Friday on August 21st. And as this week ends, we are being given a couple of days here, like today and on the 18th coming up, to have a day of meditation, do whatever you need to do to relax when there's really nothing going on. If you feel tired, take a nap. I've already taken a nap today, so just really use what we can right now that's being given to us and really enjoy ourselves as the summer begins to wind down in terms of the weather is at the height of its really, really hot days. And we've been lucky right now with the storms out in the ocean, so we hope that continues. And the nodes are now at 29 degrees of Leo and Aquarius. And again, the nodes of the moon that we talk about, they are the markers of the eclipse season in terms of how the moon shifts around the sun's movement, which is a elliptical diagram of how the sun moves through the world, and then the earth circles around the sun in an elliptical shape. And as the moon also circles around the earth, its elliptical direction that it moves around is more of a little bit vertical versus the earth being more rounded, less vertical as much, more horizontal and flat. So when those two vertical and circular movement of the earth and the moon, when they cross paths, that's when the nodes of the moon run into the path of the earth as it's moving around the sun. So it's not a real point in the sky, it's just where they intersect. That's where the nodes shift back and forth. It's a little confusing without a diagram, but that's how it works. And so right now we're in the nodes of the Aquarius Leo. And so wherever the nodes of the moon is crossing any plane of the earth's movement around the sun is a karmic influence. And they are the beginning and ending of eclipse season. So right now we're in the eclipse season, and then we're going to be done with that. And then when we get to Aquarius area, we'll have more eclipses then again because we're in the Leo Aquarius axis right now of where it transits across the Earth's rotation around the sun. So we are in karmic times, and I think that the energy is very revealing of the Pluto shadow side of humans right now. And I talked about this yesterday on my daily podcast on Patreon. Check me out on there if you haven't yet. And to those who have joined me, thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. So the things that have been going on this past week is that one of the evolution astrology, Stephen Forrest, made a racial slur that he was using to show his shadow side of his karmic energy in being the great grandson of the founder of the KKK. And he's from North Carolina, one of the most prejudiced states in the country. And a lot of people took offense to it. A lot of elder boom rage around 77. That a lot of people, kind of said that he was just in a teaching moment or something, and yeah, he shouldn't have said that word, but maybe he did for effect to show how you work with the shadow side of your evolution in astrology, which is karmic energy that you're here to release and learn, and hopefully the next life you reincarnate as a person that's not like that. So everyone has their thoughts about your spiritual being and what you're here to do on earth, right? So the way I see it is that I think it's great to show us how you use your shadow side, and you really get deep down into it. And when I was researching this, I saw my shadow side in other people. I was listening to astrologers and I saw my shadow side. I was like, oh, so that's how I deal with being uh, ostracized for not being white living in America, and being a immigrant child. And so I started to see how I lashed out, thought about it, and feel defensive, and I just saw it this past week. I said, "Oh, I see how shadow work works. Is you see yourself, like Stephen Forrest sees himself in his great great grandfather, the man who invented KKK, and he's saying, he's almost channeling him by saying the N word, hard R is how they're expressing that, and trying to release and show and look at it to see, who he is inside. And so I started understanding it a little bit, and um, there's so many different types of astrology. That's why I would not really say I'm an astrologer. I would say I'm an astrologist, student, a scientist, or to be a scientist of astrology. So I'm an astrologist. I like to study it, all the facets of it. And when the spiritual community has these issues, it is a bold move to bring that into the consciousness of astrologers. And a bunch of them really hate him now. Some of his students, they dropped him. They complained, so they dropped him out of a thing that's coming up. So I think in a spiritual context, we should always and understand that that's our job, is to show how astrology moves through us, is through finding forgiveness and love for all people. Otherwise, we're no better than what's happening now, right? Well, that's it for this week. I'm Jody Sharami. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I'm truly grateful for having an audience, for having anyone here, and I appreciate it so much. And I will be here next week for the August 21st through August 28th, the end of August, heading into Virgo, as the sun will be shifting next Saturday on the 22nd into Virgo season. And we will be dealing with the very anaretic degrees coming up on the 21st into the 22nd into the 23rd, as the sun crosses over into Virgo and conjuncts the fixed star Regulus, the kingmaker. And this energy is here for a while because these big transiting planets hold energy for a while. So don't feel like you have to rush to get things done right now, but there is a urgency towards that. Have a good day. Bye. Love you guys.